welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United. And happy, what we just say here? We just say Happy New Year's Eve or Happy Old Year's Night. How will you say it?
In
And
Barbados, it's still All Year's Night.
in
Old
Barbados, it's
Year's,
All Year's Night. Up
Old
here,
Year's Night.
it'd be New Year's
It's
Eve.
New Year's Day. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, however, wherever you are in the world, happy, New Year's Eve or happy Old Year's Night. If you just say happy before that, I don't know. I know it's Happy New Year, right? But anyway, I don't think we'll be here long enough to say Happy New Year and be in the New Year,
Hopefully
But
not.
fellas, of course not. I can't. I'll get hanged, but I'll get hanged. You know. So fellas, how we feeling? What we saying? What we saying?
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit, I was a bit disappointed with the result, but after seeing our position in the table and seeing how other results went today for us, I'm feeling good. And in general, 2022 has been a very interesting year as a United fan. Seeing two managers with different perspectives and seeing our legend call us out with another Arsenal fan, I should say. World Cup 2022 has been a very interesting year for football. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, no doubt. Caveman, how we feeling?
Feeling good. Just in a good spirit all around. Uh, Manchester United, well, the end result contributed to it, but the game in itself, it was not the most smooth ride. But to, but overall though, just thankful to be here today.
Yeah,
Last day of the year. Thankful, all the Manchester United fans that made it. Um, hey, we made it. That's pretty much it.
yeah, yeah. No
We got
doubt,
a lot
no
of stuff
doubt.
to look forward to next year with the sale of the club on the horizon also. So we're in a good place for momentum to be thankful and to be hopeful.
Yeah, man. Well said, well said. On the comment side, David Curtin on the inside. Good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. I mean, we
What's up,
know
David?
so much people could be doing stuff this evening, but we committed fans, who in here and tuning into All In On United. I mean, they could still
Now
be
we,
out
we,
and
we
tuning,
got
eh?
time. We got time. We got time.
We got time, right? um, Everson on the inside, good night, man. He's saying all the best going forward to 2023 and beyond. Same to you, buddy. Thanks very, very
Hear
much
that
for
too,
that.
Everton.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year, Curtin. JP on the inside,
Yes,
good night, buddy.
sir.
Thanks for joining, man. And those of you all who looking at the video, don't forget to like and share the podcast. We also on YouTube, so don't forget to share on the socials, right? If you want to get the content out. All right. Kurt on the inside, hey buddy, thanks for joining, man. Happy New Year to you
What's up,
too.
Kurt?
You know, yeah, man. We there already. We there already, Kurt. Don't worry yourself. You know. So here now, I mean, and I think Cave, you and Phil would have mentioned it in part, right? But I growing to hate this fixture. Anytime we had to play Wolves away, it's always a kind of pull teeth performance, right? It's
Yeah,
like you're
boy.
pulling teeth, frustrating draws or narrow 1-0 wins. I can't even remember us playing Wolves home or away and winning with ease, right? No. However, Marcus Rashford has been coming up big for us and he came up big again. And I mean, one goal was enough to secure the bag. And we sit in fourth place going into the new year. Now, that's where we at. But before we get into the game, right? On Thursday we lost a football icon, Pele, as he was known. I know normally these Brazilians have long names, but they kind of shorten it for whatever reason, right? And I mean, I never saw him play in person or even on TV. I don't think I was around when Pele was in his prime playing career. But looking at the different tributes, clips of his playing career, what he contributed to the game, the man is definitely a legend. I was watching a clip, and a former footballer said, "Whatever you see on the pitch now, Pele did
Pele
it
did it
first."
first.
Yeah, you know. So even after he retired, he remained heavily involved in the game in some way or the other. So I mean, to lose an icon like that is truly a sad loss for the football fraternity.
Hmm?
But I mean, I guess it's just part of life, eh? Well, I mean, you guys have anything
Pretty
to
much.
anything on Pele? Anything?
I think one of the things that stood out about Pele's career that you don't see a lot today is that such a player who reached the heights that he did. I mean, obviously things were different back then, but he did it all with one club. Well, two clubs, but basically one club, Santos and New York Cosmos.
Cosmos, yeah,
Um, so I think that is really significant in itself. Not only putting Brazil on the map, but also Santos as a historical club. As we know it no, no. I mean, we probably wouldn't have known Santos the way that we know Santos now if it wasn't for Pele. Um, and that's something that you don't really get here mentioned much. You get hear about Pele World Cup, Pele Maradona, Pele this and all of his scoring exploits, but I think it's very significant about sticking with you know his
yeah,
his boyhood club, throughout his whole career.
yeah. I don't know if anybody in the comments. I don't know Kurt. I know Kurt. I know Kurt ancient too now, so I don't know if Kurt know anything about Pele, if he would have seen him play or what. All right, but if you guys in the comments, want to say anything about Pele, feel free to throw it in the comments and we'll read it. Um,
We're not going to be ages. We're not going to be ages. And I said, damn, you watch Pele play?
I've never seen Pele, but obviously growing up as a football fan, I think his name alongside Maradona, um, and then even along the likes of like Michael Jordan and back in the day was in the top tier of athletes back in the day, right? When you thought of football, you thought of Pele and Maradona. When you thought about basketball, you talk about Michael Jordan and the Bulls. When you talk about boxing, you talk about Muhammad Ali, and that's back in the day, right? Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, if this one guy Pele has so much an influence on football, then he would have done something right. My only confusion is that there are some people under the age of 25 that I've seen or heard that they say that Pele is their idol. So I'm trying to do the math because Pele stopped playing football in '77 before any
yeah,
of
that's
us on this
it.
podcast was
Please,
born, and people under
if they have
25.
access to the documentaries, please air them.
Yeah.
Air them.
And I have met people who are in Toronto who have gone and watched Pele play when New York came and play in Canada as well, or if New York Cosmos was touring in Canada as well. So I've met people like that. But no, rest in peace to I guess who people consider the greatest football player of all time. Three World Cups. Um, I'm not sure if any other player will equal that. I mean, maybe Mbappe. You never know, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know much, but I don't know if his career or his life would have had the amount of controversy surrounding it, like Maradona. I don't know. There are some comments here. Kurt saying here, Wolves has been our bogey side for some years now, right?
Since the man came back to the league, boys. Since the man came back to the
Yeah,
league.
boy.
I say it
Pressure.
wasn't Aston Villa boy, but yeah, continue.
Fourth place with a game in hand. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no
Yes.
doubt. Arun on the inside, good night, buddy. Thanks for joining, man.
Good night,
Kurt,
buddy.
Yeah, I know Kurt had to know something, man. Kurt saying Pele did an interview where he highlighted that too many players now don't truly love football but money. Okay, and he's saying here, I'm here ancient. Um, David Curtin saying here, I only born in the 90s. Only time I saw him was through old videos and documentaries.
Yep.
Similar to me, yeah, similar to me.
Same as well.
Alright. Yeah, Curtin saying here, too many players kiss the crest and say they love the team, but the minute they get shipped out, they kiss the crest. He sees them as hypocrites. Yeah. Because I mean, I think, and who mentioned it? It was UK that Pele only played for like what, 2 clubs, and everybody nowadays who move, this is the greatest club in the world, this is the biggest club in the world. So I mean, it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
Also, right, on another kind of down note, Nico and myself, we lost one of our uncles, a week ago.
Oh.
Mr. Dave Maurice. He's a well-known, skillful electrician from the Princeton area in Trinidad. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, man. So
Condolences
and even,
also, man.
yeah. So and I want to send our condolences and those condolences and thoughts with Mark. That's our cousin, his son. So to continue to hold strong. It's a sad time. All right. On a more lighter note, guys, today's Sir Alex Ferguson turned 81.
Yep.
All right. I mean, and we know what this gentleman achieved for our great club. So from all United, happy birthday to Sir Alex Ferguson if you're watching. Yeah. And if you want to share, like and share.
Yeah.
If you're watching that, if you understand.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, for real, eh? He no doubt he gonna be like, what are they saying,
He been to Barbados a few times also. He got a better chance of understanding us than Trinis.
Yeah. We know how differently we all speak, even though we're so close.
Yep.
Yeah. Me and Nicole cousins, boy, you didn't know that by Kurt? Yeah, man. Thanks, Curtin, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Much appreciated. Yeah. Kurt saying here for you need to pat down, yes? I think
What
he
that mean?
pat down. I mean, I don't know what I mean, since Ten Hag there, I don't see him being as involved as before, So yeah. Anyway, guys, so 3-word thoughts on the game.
On the
Let me hear
game.
you, Phil. Yes.
Well, I
3-word
mean,
thought.
I want to manifest it, but my 3 words are top 4 guaranteed.
What?
Yeah,
Confident, boy?
I'm manifesting it, boy. Top 4 guaranteed. Top 4 guaranteed. Yeah, that's 3 words. Yeah.
Yeah. Cave, what you have?
Thorn inside.
What was that one?
What? Thorn inside.
Thorn
Like,
inside. Yeah.
thorn
Thorn in.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah. That's wolves.
That's
Wolves.
wolves.
God,
Yeah,
boy,
Wolves,
them
wolves.
man.
sickening, eh? I mean, I got some real cliche, but Rashford on fire, right? Rashford on fire. The man can't stop scoring all year, Yeah, thanks, JP. He's saying my player Rashford. So that's his 3 words. Yeah, I mean, no JP back in Rashi from a long time. Kurt saying here, David De Gea, epic. David De Gea, that's one. Then I guess epic Rashi. Give the man a new contract. Bench Anthony. Okay, so there's a comment, right? There's not 3 word,
Yeah.
right? So the first thing, guys, because we want to talk about team sheets, but before we get into team sheets, we were all surprised or shocked, most if not all, by the omission of Marcus Rashford, in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And when Ten Hag was asked about it, he didn't say much, but all he said was internal disciplinary, right? did Ten Hag need um, to show up Rashford like that?
I I would say yes, in terms of this is a standard that Ten Hag has brought to the club, right? Like we've said many times, Ten Hag doesn't care who you are. You still got to abide by his rules, um, and his rules will be enforced on and off the pitch, right? And that's my take. Um, Now, a lot of people will amplify it because of the words internal discipline, right? When you hear internal and you hear discipline, it gets like a negative connotation, right? But yet Rashford was still on the bench. Rashford came on and did his job, and gave us 3 points, right? So, was it necessary? Yes. But at the end of the day, Marcus Rashford, he himself admitted that, you know what, he overslept, and I guess you deserve. I guess you deserve is let's take it out of football and let's bring it back to reality, right? And I'm sure if you are about to go to work, right? And I don't know how it is in Trinidad, but if you're about to go to work and you wake up late, you're gonna be stuck in traffic for a good hour or so, right? I don't know if it's like that in Trinidad. I know it was like that in Barbados when I was going
Yeah,
to work or
definitely,
college or
definitely.
school.
Yeah,
Same here in
definitely.
Toronto as well. So you leave 5 or 10 minutes late, expect to be stuck in traffic, expect to be surrounded by a bunch of humans, and you just want to avoid that, right? So I mean, yeah, man. I guess Marcus Rashford and other players will learn not to oversleep, set your alarm, and come to work.
But give. So hear him out, and I hear what Phil say, and
Mhm.
I hear what you say, Phil. But knowing how Ten Hag has been treating with, everything, he kind of keeping things real tight. Right? Did he really need to come out and say that he can leave out for disciplinary reasons? Couldn't he have just said, okay, so player rotation, it have plenty games, and make up just so that it doesn't kind of draw that kind of negative publicity at that point.
Um, I wouldn't say he needed to do it, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it was something that was damaging. Um, that was some. I wouldn't say it was something that was potentially damaging and can have negative effects. Um, some you see some managers do this with some players to get the best out of them, to get them pull up the socks, and it could go either way. So I would trust Ten Hag as a judge on this one, and you know. It looked like Rashford responded well. He accepted the punishment. And I mean, when you look at it, you heard reports in the summer about Garnacho missing, being late for some training sessions or missing meetings or something along that line.
And
So it is
preseason.
staying in line. It's staying in line with what Ten Hag is trying to do with United and raise standard because we're at the end of the year, but things were totally different at the start of the year when you heard 11 players want to leave Manchester United.
Yeah.
Ten Hag he had to come in and he set the stall up for his standards, and he's abiding by them. And hey, he's not he's not here to be your friend. He's here to be your boss, your manager. Um, is a team effort. He's doing his part. The players have to do their part, and you're going with it. I don't think it's something that was damaging. I can understand if it was something like a fight or something like that, but it was something simple like missing a team meeting. So it's not something that's too damaging. Like Phil just used the example that all of us can relate to. You know, all of us can't relate to fighting another teammate or fighting another person. So that's something that you keep private. So there are different levels. I think there are different levels of things that you can reveal. There are different levels, and that is at one of the lower level of instance infringements that you can reveal, and it would be an issue. That's my take on it.
All right, all right. Nicole, you inside?
Yeah, yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we hearing you. We hearing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let me just get.
know how long I could make it. Charge low, connection low, the whole works.
All right. No problem, man. No problem. Let me just
Yeah.
get two comments here from JP. He's saying here, Ten Hag dealt with the situation perfectly, and that was solidified with Rashford and Shaw's comments after the game. Right. He's also saying, I think he said it, because based on Rashford's form, it's doubtful he would be one of the players rotated. So he did the right thing and told the truth. All right, I guess there's a fair assessment. My only thing on it is I just thought at the point in time, chances are a player, you don't know how a player would have responded to that kind of. Yeah. It's like you're trying to hang him out to dry. Because people want to know, well, what kind of discipline, what kind of indiscipline Rashford do to get dropped, you know? So you had people assuming all kind of different things. I remember I reading people assuming he went out online with Lingard and all kind of thing, right? So I mean, you just don't know, and these kind of things it could really affect, you know, a player, especially one like Rashford, who don't really have a kind of negative kind of. He not portrayed to be that kind of player to the public. So to say this is a player that you had to discipline, it kind of had people wondering what was going on there, you know. And then too, you don't know what kind of frame of mind the player would have come onto the pitch with.
No, if this was done prior a semi-final or final, and Ten Hag did that, then I would be like, okay, kind of worried why, right? I would have said Ten Hag would have done the wrong thing if it was a semi-final or final, but it's the last game of the year, Premier League, so yeah, that's just my take.
But on the true to that, Phil. But on the flip side, right? We getting what we were always asking for, a no nonsense
Right.
manager, right? Who, you know, setting standards, who have no favorites, right? Who trying to, you know, bring back a certain level of discipline into the club that has been lacking for years. I think the last game against Forest, you know, Bruno Fernandes even admitted to it, that, you know, that level of discipline was seriously lacking in the squad and in the dressing room. And we needed somebody to come and make big decisions. And so far, we saw it with Ronaldo, we've seen it with Garnacho, and now we've seen it with Rashford. So when you look at those three players, you look at a youth player, then you look at one of the greatest players to play the game, and the most informed player right now. So there's three different aspects of where players could fall in currently. And Ten Hag showed no favor, no favoritism. The law is the law, you know? So be it as it may, I think the message has been sent, and I doubt Marcus Rashford go oversleep again going forward. Rashford don't none of the other players in the squad, because nobody could get away from the wrath of Ten Hag when he ready to drop the law, you know. So apart from that, guys, thoughts on the team sheets, Phil.
Yeah, I mean there was no difference to the team sheet versus Wolves. Sorry, with regards to Nottingham Forest, but bar obviously Rashford. But yeah, man, I mean the guys, based on their performance versus Nottingham Forest, they all deserve to start again, right? Back same back four, same midfield, and then obviously bar Rashford, it was Garnacho, Martial, and Anthony, right? So yeah,
But Phil, you didn't think.
actually, let me take back something I just said there. Let me take back
Go
something I
ahead.
said, because Anthony was a roll of garbage during the Forest game, right? But his decision was a tad bit better today. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
but
But
so
but question to you, Phil, and then Cave, you could jump in as well.
yeah, yeah.
Maguire, again, club captain. The reason why he didn't play last game, he was recovering from illness, but now he would have had more days training. You had a kind of auxiliary left back playing centre back in a two. And while he did good against Nottingham Forest, I mean, you have now a proper centre back at your disposal. Why he didn't go for Maguire?
You talking like Maguire on the bench is a bad thing, right? I I mean, you just don't drop players just like that out to the sake of dropping players, right? And we had this conversation with Scott McTominay earlier in the season when we signed Casemiro, right? We all knew that Casemiro would start sometime when Scott messed up, but Scott was playing well, right? And Scott didn't justify being benched during those times when Casemiro was on the bench, right? Now, I think it'll probably follow something similar, but I have a feeling by the time Shaw, let's say, slips up, in comes Lissandro Martinez. So it's back to Harry Maguire waiting again. So, yeah.
Cave, you feel it's anything more because I don't know. I just can't see it. I hear Phil pointer, but we're talking about because Phil, 'cause I telling you against who we play next, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, I think so.
Yeah, right. Martinez gonna start. Anyway, I that's just my take, right? But go through Cave thoughts on the team sheet.
I was surprised when Rashford was out of the team sheet, and I didn't hear the report that I haven't seen the report that he was he wasn't starting because of disciplinary reasons. So then obviously when I heard that, then I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. And then I was like, well, just like I said in the last panel when I said like we're one injury away from relying on Garnacho, Anthony, and Marshall or Rashford. So glad it wasn't an injury; it was just a minor infringement. Um, and then the other shock, I was kind of surprised not to see Maguire starting. Um, at the same time, Ten Hag, especially early in the season, like the point Phil just made with Casemiro and McTominay was starting over Casemiro. Ten Hag is a guy. He's a manager that he doesn't change what's working. He's very reluctant to change what's working. I should say, unless it's a guarantee that what he changes is going to be better. So with that said, he's starting the same back four that started the last two games, I think. Yeah, the same back
Well,
four that started the last two
Yeah,
games.
the last game. Yeah, because before that was Casemiro was in the centre back position.
Oh yeah,
With the,
yeah, yeah, right,
with
right,
the
right. So right. So in the Premier League then, he started the back four that started the last game, which did a good job for itself. For a back four that never played together. And then to piggyback off of what I said just now, it means that the other option that he has in Maguire isn't good. He probably doesn't think he's good enough to um, displace Luke Shaw. So I don't know, man. Maguire's days maybe I don't know if they're numbered, but he's gonna have a lot to do to get back in the forefront of the manager's mind. Um, any other concerns about the starting? Ah, I don't want to start talking about Garnacho, man.
all right, we'll
It's
see,
not it's
we'll
not
see.
anything bad. It's just that I don't believe in I believe in easing in youngsters. Garnacho is good for his age, and he's good for his age. This is a game for men against men, and you saw that today. He I bet he was frustrated for some fans. For me, I understand where he's at, and that's why I don't want the club to be relying on a teenager to go forward. Unless he's precocious. That's my standard. Unless he's precocious, then he can be featuring more regularly. But he's not precocious. He's just very good for his age.
Yeah. Yeah. Nicole.
Um, Anthony, Anthony, yeah, man, I don't want to talk about Anthony either because then Jody might jump on me. Where Jody is, man? Come out, Jody.
Where Jody is, man?
Yeah, Nico, give your thoughts on the team sheet. And is it
Yeah.
that Maguire the writing on the wall for Maguire?
Yeah, long time. The writing on the wall for Maguire a long time.
Right.
But Kevin has said something there that our question mark over because we would talk about Garnacho that he's not ready La Liga game, so you maybe could justify a Gavi and a Pedri in the Barcelona team, the Spain national team, even at that level. Because as I say, if you're good enough, I mean, you're old enough, and we've seen that with Pedri and Gavi. But is it that Garnacho maybe that's not good enough as yet? I just want to ask Kev that question before I continue.
And like I said, the standard for me is precocious. Pedri and Gavi, they are not just good for their age. They could go up against almost anybody in midfield. They are beyond their age. Garnacho is just good for his age. He's not someone that could go up against anyone as yet. So that's what I mean. That's what I purposely said. The standard for me is precociousness. Gavi and Pedro are definitely precocious, man. Those guys, they could walk into Manchester United's midfield right now.
Yeah, definitely.
At least one of them could walk into Manchester United's midfield.
Pedro.
And they could go into many midfields across Europe and walk into these first teams. You can't say the same about Garnacho because Garnacho isn't precocious, like I said. He's just good for his age.
But is it that? Well, I mean, that's going on this trend for a bit, right? So is it that maybe Pedri and Gavi would have given time to develop into what they are now, which maybe Garnacho need that time to develop into?
Given time at 17 and 19, them boys beyond their years. I won't say they came ready made, but they made developments in leaps and bounds. And that's the thing about human beings. We all don't develop at the same level, at the same rate, at the same time. And these guys are literally they're beyond their years. Garnacho, he's good for his age. And that's what he say. He's good for his age. Not that he need time. Yes and no. Yes and no. He can, if he's better. Then if he get Garnacho featuring in 15 to 20 games in a season, that's good enough. That's good enough. And he doesn't have to start all of them. Like he hasn't been starting all of them. He doesn't have to start all of them. And that's the model. That's the model that you want for a young player that's good for their age.
Boy, she should have put away that chance that Samiro fumbled though. My God.
That's the second game, right, where he gets some good chances and squandered them. Huh? The game against Burnley, I think he got 2 good chances, and then today. Anyway, yeah, Nico, you could go through.
Yeah. Again, going back to the back four, I think that is where a lot of questions would have been asked, not seeing Maguire back, because the talk was that he was ill. So of course, playing Luke Shaw would have been temporary until Maguire would have been fit enough. But clearly he's fit enough, but not good enough for the coach, right? So yeah. So and again, as you all would have said, as long as Ten Hag have a set, he's comfortable with the performance of this team, he's not going to change anything like that. And we would have talked before the game, Reem, and you'd say, well, how it is, Rashford get dropped, and I couldn't answer the question, but then the answer came, right? And to me, if it wasn't for the infraction from Rashford, then I believe that the starting team from the last game would have been the starting team today,
yeah.
Simply
Oh, yeah.
because
on,
we had a
fellas.
good performance. We scored 3 goals. Yeah. And defensively, we were solid. So to me, there's no reason changing that to bring in a Maguire to play him on the left side because honestly, for me, Maguire position is on the right side and he is competing with Varane for the right hand side. And we know that there is no contest there. And Luke Shaw performance in the last game would have justified another run in the position. So I think overall in the starting lineup, and yes, Ganacho coming in would have raised some question marks, but overall, over the course of the game and before the game, we had find out why he was excluded. And I think most United fans most of the fans who want to see the team build back to where we were with standards, with discipline. I think the decision was justified by Ten Hag because I think there's a foundation we want to build going forward. That a player can think because you're in form, you could just walk into a team or you could do what you want and then you're starting. And if it leads to maybe us losing a game, I think that is what Ten Hag willing to do. I think he's willing to go down the road that here. What? This loss is on you. For it to have that kind of impact now. This loss is on you. And I'm willing to make a drastic decision that, hey, you're not playing. So again, I think most United fans who really want to see the team back to the levels that we know the team should be, or the club should be, would have just agreed with the decision by Ten Hag this today.
Yeah. And I think they were talking to Rio Ferdinand and he and all was saying that even Sir Alex Ferguson, he made some real ballsy decisions, to drop informed players for disciplinary reasons, and the team lost. Unlike this one with Ten Hag, the team lost, but Ferguson knew that the point was that he was trying to get across to the players was established that, listen, I am a no nonsense man, don't cross me. You could be the best, you could be the biggest, and we've seen it over Sir Alex Ferguson's career, where some of the biggest players leave when they couldn't follow instructions, and if he had to put down his foot, you could be who? You're gone. Right? We have one manager. So that that's something that we see and we will appreciate that Ten Hag does, and we hope he'll continue to have that kind of power. Just getting some of the comments here, Kurt saying Carlo Shoboto having a hell of a time as centre back. Yeah, no doubt. He's doing good. Yeah, we defending looking tight, and this
This is a man that's not even Shaw is not even a person that known for his one-on-one defending. But here he is starting over Maguire. But I guess these are the games to do it against teams that aren't going to be pressing, putting pressure on Shaw. So I guess that's a way to look at it also. It's not over for Maguire. I know Philly won't hear that, but like Ten has said, they're playing the games. They're playing the games.
Wait till summer. That's all I gotta say. Wait till summer.
No, but you check it, right?
But how you gonna tell him? Maguire's contract is he got 5 more seasons on his contract, I think.
You sure?
And he's making 2. Yeah.
5 more seasons?
He signed a 7-year contract.
No way.
What?
Maguire came at 38, and his contract expired when he's 35. He came when he was 28, and his contract expired when he's 35.
He's a criminal.
7-year contract? You gotta be kidding me, boy.
He's a criminal.
And he's on 200 or 250k a week.
What?
So it's gonna be hell to get him off the bus, man.
Wow. Because I see the way all this is going right now, and I think I was telling JP, I can't remember who I was telling, right? Because
signed a
the way all this
6-year contract with a further option to extend. But I
Yeah,
know
so
a
it's 7.
7-year contract.
Not yet.
That's as good as 7.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because I am certain at the end of the season, Maguire, whether he chooses to stay or not, his captaincy is going to be taken away from him. right? That's gonna happen. So it might be in his best interest to seek pastures new, right?
No,
It's
but
not like the club.
if we get 50 mil from Maguire, if we get 50 mil from Maguire and something, he gone. He gone.
Yeah, but I was telling you,
He gone.
right? Because it will be in
But who
his
can pay
best
that? Who
interest to
can pay that?
leave. 50 million for
Who can pay that
Maguire.
for Maguire?
Spurs. You see the condition of
Exactly.
Spurs defense?
Spurs.
They desperately need a right-handed defender, right? But I really don't see Maguire staying on if he not wanted, right? And I think these are definite indicators that you're not part, because Ten Hag keeps saying things like he good but he not better than Varane and Martinez. And then when you do get the opportunity, because let's be real, Maguire played left centre back for 2 whole seasons under Oli, right? So it's not like he can't play the role, right? But the manager preferred a left back, right? I mean, we understand it's a makeshift situation because we've seen Lindelof play on the left side already, so it's a makeshift situation. It's not like Maguire gonna be playing the rest of the games in the league on that side of the pitch. So just as we could put a left back there, you could have put Maguire, and that's why I get that. So I telling you the writing is on the wall for me, right? And
Maybe Ten Hag prefer the left-footed Shaw left foot than Maguire. Maguire's left foot is not that strong.
he could use how much excuse he want Cave. He don't want Maguire, right? So anyway, Anderson saying here bottom line, Ten Hag don't trust Maguire to start a game. Yeah, you understand? JP saying here, Shaw and Martinez starting next game. Shaw will go back to left back. And that in itself will show you everything that you need to know. Come Martinez is going to come back and start, right? He also saying here, Ten Hag recognizes just as all of us that Maguire is trash. Right? Anderson saying here, Ten Hag wants a left-footed centre back.
Does Ten Hag really want a left-footed
All right.
centre back or just a
All
centre
right, then,
back
Anderson.
with both feet?
Either, because Lindelof is better on both feet than
He is.
Maguire, so that's why you would
He
see
is.
Lindelof play at left centre back.
And Varane,
So is that the left-footed?
Varane is good with both feet as well too. That's one thing I realized.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so let me get into the game, right? Because we've been playing some really, really nice, attractive football, right? Since Ten Hag, came in and brought in the Casemiros, the Ericssons, Martinez in the back. We've seen some nice stability. We've seen some pretty football. We've seen some nice transitions. We're looking good. We're proud of our team. I remember JP said he watching his team and he feeling so proud, tears running on your eye, all kind of thing, right? But today we didn't see that Manchester United. Is it Wolves? Is it something about that ground, boy? Is it something about this team boy, that we just don't play properly against Wolves earlier? What's going on, right? Because
Wolves
midfield, we had no
same.
control on our midfield. No control in midfield. I felt like Casemiro was isolated.
Yeah, he was.
Right, and he had to keep throwing himself into tackles. I didn't get that kind. Eriksen again give you that kind of work, and that's why when Fred came on, Fred was a little bit more suited, right? They were pressing us.
Christian Eriksen was dropping so deep by the centre back position to collect the ball so many times in the midfield. Right, there was times he was collecting the ball from Varane, collecting the ball from Shaw, and that's a sign that the opposition midfield has you on your feet. Right, so that was probably the weakest part of our game today. Our forwards didn't take their chances either, but our defense was pretty solid, I must say.
Yeah, I think defensively, no issues. But midfield, I think that is where we struggled. And most times if the midfield you struggle, then the attack then gonna get the kind of service that they want, because you want to keep giving the attackers opportunities and keep creating chances for your attackers. And that didn't really happen. Again, we were talking, Cave was talking about Garnacho. Garnacho got another good chance today and didn't put it away. And sometimes you tend to think that you get the early goal, you put the other team under pressure, and you could now start to pick pockets and because they will leave spaces because they're trying to get back into the game, and they could exploit those kind of openings that they leave now. But when you don't take chances, you keep, especially when we want to pursue top four, right? We want to win, right? So they gave us the owners. The owners was on us to break them down because that's how they were playing, right? But Wolves is a technically better team than all the teams we've played before. Wolves are very good technically. Those players, those Portuguese players, they're good earlier and they frustrate me today. Cave, what you saying?
Lopetegui is also a good coach as well too.
Yeah, yeah.
He has turned around this team quick. I don't get these top managers, man. They turn around teams so quick. But speaking of Wolves, a midfield. If you can't win it in midfield against Wolves, you're gonna have one hell of a time. With Neves, with the ageless Moutinho, and then you add the Matias Nunes. That's his name. Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, right. They add him to that fray also. Then the guys were dropping they played as a unit, and like Phil said, man, they push our midfielders, especially Ericsson. Ericsson, he was ineffective today, man. This is the thing that I don't understand about Wolves. This is their third or fourth manager,
Yeah.
but it's the same. It's the same. It's the same storyline. So it has to boil down to the technical ability of that midfield, especially where we struggle so much to either get past them or dictate the tempo of the game. It really boils down to their midfield. And if anybody know me, they know that I'm a big fan of Ruben Neves. I just like how that man plays the game. There was even a one-touch through ball that he hit today, man. That sent, was it Samit? Not Samido. That sent Jimenez. I think it sent through Jimenez. And I really can. I really don't know what to say about the game, man. I expected it. To be honest.
At one time when we were playing, I thought Ruben Neves was playing centre back, and I was like, why the hell Lopetegui playing Ruben Neves at centre back? And then I was like, Ruben Neves is in the midfield, but he's just dropping deep to dictate play.
To let the ball,
that guy's
he's wanted here. And this is the thing that I do not understand. We United this past summer. Okay, Ten Hag, he wants a player that can control the ball from deep also. Why aren't we scouting Neves? Why aren't we scouting Neves? I've heard no links with us and Neves, or the links to Neves are pretty weak. So that man is a gem, and he's same age as De Jong also, and he's gonna be cheaper. So hey, fingers crossed that coming this summer that he's on the list. But I really don't know what to say much about this game.
Chances.
Well,
They
how
were
much
far and few in
chances we really get,
between.
though?
They were far and few in between, but and the chances we got,
We could have won this game 4-love.
Martial chance. which he
Martial
should
chance,
have.
Garnacho chance, Radford scored. That's 3. I kid you not. Had
Joseph
Donny
Sa-
van de
Joseph
Beek
Sa in the push out keeper,
had Donny van de Beek made the right decisions to send
Yes.
through.
Yes. He
Rashford.
did Bruno instead. He
Then
did
Radford, Radford's second goal. We could have win this game 4-love, big man. Well,
No, but talking about the first half.
This is 2.
We only create two clear-cut chances in the first
Two-
half, and
two-
that's the one.
With
The rest
Garnacho and
it was
Martial.
real. Yeah, it was real
If Donny
hard.
van de Beek had made the right decision and played in, it was
Rashford.
Bruno and Rashford at the opposite times.
To the right.
Yes.
To the right.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. Let me just get some comments here.
But
Rishi
yeah.
Shripper's on the inside. He's saying Wolves is like our Jinx team. But don't matter whether it be 1-0 or 10-0. Once we win, I'm happy. An ugly win worth the same 3 points. No doubt, no doubt. That's so true. That's so true. But sometimes you want to see a team win a little more easier. But these games will happen. So fair point, fair point. JP saying, I think the importance of a game like today is to show us that we need a bit more dynamism in our midfield. We just need different types of options off the bench. True that. Right? Because this game didn't suit Ericsson today at all.
Fred did that for him.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't. He was a non-factor. Fred really came on. Hey, speaking of Fred, man, Fred is playing with some confidence. I think he has accepted this role as coming off the bench. And when Fred comes off the bench, man, he's playing with so much confidence. Like, my guy nutmegging people, doing step overs, doing backward flicks and passes. Even today, he did one of those, like, I don't know, step over back pass. I was like, Fred,
As much
okay, we
as
unlocked.
all these links to PSG for Fred, there's a part of me that wants to give Fred another chance, right? Don't get me wrong. If PSG just put in a great bid for Fred, he gone.
Spend it on Neves.
But
So there's a saying, it's a banner players, Phil. So if Fred go on, adios, once we get somebody better. Once Fred go on, it's no McTominay and Donny that we had to deal with. Then, you know. So
Honestly, I would take Fred over those two.
Of course. Anderson saying, yeah, Wolves want
But
too
if
much
the
money
money's
for
right.
Neves. How much they want for
don't
Neves?
forget Wolves. Don't forget Bruno Lage had quoted us 100 million for.
It's 100 from Neves?
Yeah.
What the
Last
judgment?
year.
Last year.
Yeah.
100 million.
The
Now Bruno Lage
hell?
quoted for Neves. So I mean, in
Nah,
terms
man,
of him
he's
being
transferred.
cheaper than De Jong,
But his contract is running. His contract is running low though.
Yes. His contract running low.
I think with this summer is finished. When it comes to this summer, he has like 1 year left on his contract. So then better cash in what they can.
I guess so.
So guys, you all watching, don't forget to like and share the podcast. We want to get more people in on it. You all know how the algorithms work. So even on the YouTube side, don't forget to like, share. Even on Facebook, like, share. We appreciate it very, very much. All right. So guys, quick question as we move on. Right. Earlier I see Dallo was in training. Right. So that means Dallo isn't too far away from his return to games. You all bringing Dallo back in straight into the starting lineup?
Nope. Favoritism
Wan-Bissaka?
left with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So no.
So
Unless
Wan-Bissaka
Wan-Bissaka had a stellar game today. Unless Wan-Bissaka severely plays bad in some game, then leave Wan-Bissaka at right back and play him until the end of January. And by that I mean, if he's still looking for a way out of United, then by all means go. Or if Ten Hag convinces him to stay at United, then hopefully Wan-Bissaka will stay. But based on performances, Wan-Bissaka has put in a good 3 performances today. So it was Nottingham, Forest, and the EFL Cup, right? Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no reason.
If it ain't bro, don't fix it.
Correct. The only.
And,
Go ahead.
and I think we've seen Ten Hag say that if you're playing well, you keep your place, and we've seen it with McTominay. So let's see what happens when Dalot gets back into that kind of he's fit enough to get back into the team. Whether Ten Hag will make the change or he'll stick. All right. So guys, I wonder if Phil we should leave it for the next show. Rating Ten Hag's six months, his first 6 months at the club.
I guess we could leave it for the next show and then be a bit more prepared. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll forgo that one for this program, right? Because time is on us, right? So guys, the transfer window will officially open tomorrow. Right now, we've seen reports from, as I always say, credible sources that Chelsea active, Liverpool active because they signed Cody Gakpo. City signed some youth man or two youth men or something like that. Right? What are
Did
your
they sign who?
expectations? City
This time,
signed two
are you
two
guy
youth men.
from
I can't remember.
From Argentina? I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Velez Sarsfield or something. Is
Yeah,
Velez?
Vela, somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Right, and I
So
think they signed. Right, and I think they signed a next guy, a midfielder or something like that. A next guy, I can't remember his name. Right, but they're aiming younger. Right, because I guess they're looking at the transition because plenty of their senior players are more on the other side, of Titi. So, what are your expectations for Manchester United in the transfer window? Do you think we can get that work done? And what would you consider a successful window considering our known circumstances that, we're only looking for a loan, that we only have $25 million at the disposal to spend, that kind of thing. Go through, Phil.
I'm seeing reports that we're being linked with Marcus Thuram. He's a forward, and he would definitely be a good loan from the Bundesliga. His contract's coming to an end next year summer, so I would take Marcus Thuram on loan. He had he's not starting for the France national team, but he's been effective when he's come on for France from what I've seen for him. Um, Other than that, what would be a successful transfer window if we do get maybe a forward and I only saying a forward. I say a forward right now. Something along my mind is saying midfielder as well, but waiting for midfielder for next year summer. So I guess if we do get in maybe a straight up forward and then uh, a winger who can also play forward, that will be a successful transfer window for me. But other than that, we definitely need to strengthen this transfer window because, like you guys have been alluding to over the last probably 40 minutes, we're one injury away from depending on just Garnacho and Anthony
Injury
and
suspension.
Martial, right? So
Okay.
Yeah, that's good enough for me is just getting one of these loan deals for at least one. Um, I know we've been late with Joao Felix a lot, but I see Chelsea's also I don't know if they're still pushing now that they're looking to secure Enzo. But I know he was strongly linked with Chelsea before the Enzo deal. But
Arsenal too.
I think Joao Felix. Oh yeah. Shoot, so I don't know, boy.
we don't know.
I would,
We got more money than Arsenal, so they're in a competition.
you said we got more money?
Yeah,
I don't think we got more money during this January transfer window.
but João Felix will be available for loan this transfer
Loan.
window or for buy.
For loan. I think for a loan. Most of
Okay.
the reports that are out are loans till the end of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with that then. Yeah.
I could see us. We just need to get forward in. And like Phil said, and that's sort of forward I'm looking forward to. One that's dynamic, not just a straight up number 9. One
Yeah.
that could play out wide or through the middle. Like man, you wanna know who would be good? Is a fella that used to play in Argentina, man. Something Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez.
Who's played City? Julian Alvarez, who's played City?
It just being sarcastic, yeah.
Oh.
It just being sarcastic.
Yeah.
He would have been perfect for this
He was
United
supposed to
squad,
be a Man
man.
United
He would
player.
have been.
He was supposed to
That's
be a Man
one
United
signing
player.
Ralph. That's one signing Ralph kind of got right. Yeah. So
Him and Luis Diaz. They both would have been perfect for United. But if you don't get Joao Felix, at least get Memphis Depay. Depay, whoever his name is, Depay. Because he could come in. I know he could.
That's not a bad shot as well, too. Memphis Depay.
Because he could play. He could
Left
play off
and
the left,
through the middle.
and he could play through the. And he spent most of his career, these last few seasons of his career, playing through the middle. So one of those two, I haven't seen the Turam guy play, so I don't have any opinion on him. Like, if you don't see you play, don't have an opinion on you like that.
When
So,
when
but those
Depay,
two
when Depay was at Lyon, his best season was him playing up top, right? So
through the middle. I mean,
yeah,
he spent his whole career there, playing through the middle.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
I mean,
man.
the only thing for me with Depay, because I kind of coming around to it, considering the situation are in, and alone for Depay may not be a bad idea
Yeah,
because we really need
yeah,
cover.
not a bad idea.
You know, we really need the
we
cover.
desperate.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
desperate.
No, we actually
So
desperate. No, for real,
we
now.
can't be picking and choosing. We can't be
Yeah,
picking
yeah,
and
yeah. We
choosing.
desperate boy. We desperate boy. But my thing is, I just hope that we don't drag on this process. We have so many games in January, right? We need to get this player in, like how Klopp
We
gonna
need to be
feel,
decisive.
how Klopp going to feel Gapco when they play. Is tomorrow they playing Liverpool playing tomorrow also?
Yeah, Spurs. No, Liverpool play already. Liverpool,
Or
yo,
they
boy,
play
Liverpool had two own goals for them, boy, by the same guy.
Jeez and ages.
Yeah,
Anyway,
boy.
Agent,
so
man.
whenever Liverpool play again, whether they play tomorrow or the week after, they would have had a fully trained Gakpo who would have been integrated into the team, working with the players already. This is what I wanted to see from Man United. Don't go and be now looking to work out deals. You told us before with the whole Casemiro thing, it was something in the pipeline for some time. So let's
That's
hope
to wait the last
that,
minute.
yeah, let's hope that whoever, Ten Hag said that they're looking for opportunities. Let's hope that whoever gonna come in early so that we can use them for January because January have a lot of games. I don't want this person to be coming deadline day in January. That's not making no sense.
And I can really tell if we have changed our ways from Woodward or if we still with the same nonsense. Because with
Exactly.
Woodward, we left a lot of deals to the end of the window.
I don't know
I
why we
thought,
just do that.
last year with Varane, Ronaldo, and Sancho coming in early. I mean, question marks on all of them because Sancho was in the works for like what 2 years. Varane, he basically chose us rather than us going out there and pursuing him. And then Ronaldo was the overnight thing. You only had two options: United or City. And once those calls got made, so what's his name? Who's the CEO now? Murto, not Murto.
Murto, Arnold,
Murto and Murto and
Arnold.
Arnold. They still trying to build a reputation, so they need to get some credit in the bank and get these deals over the line early because I don't fully trust them as yet.
Well, guys, let's see how our transfer window will pan out. As we know, it's opening tomorrow, so let's hope that we can get the bodies in early to help the squad because the squad, as KV would always say, we're one or two injuries away from panic.
Injuries, suspension, in a mini crisis,
You know,
man.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, let's hope that whatever is in the workings is just to get it to cross the T's and dot the I's so that we can get the player in to start to work with the team ASAP. JP saying here, out of desperation, we could take Memphis. Rishi
I think
saying
every
here,
United fan would be okay with that at this point.
at this point, of
Yeah,
course, Rishi saying here, we need a full-on striker. We have enough wingers.
I agree to some extent. Yeah,
Yeah, JP also saying here, who have the link for the Saudi League?
true boy. Su Ashala. Oh
Oh my
boy.
You need to
goodness.
start
Hey,
following. You need to start
watchman.
following this Saudi league. Yo. Let me let
I
me let
tell,
me
I
put that
tell,
league
I
up to the
tell,
top.
I tell people that I buy that shirt to wear for Barbados Independence. I tell people that already.
The
Tell
colors
people
too,
that,
the
man.
colors too, the colors too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know. Anyway, guys, so it was nice. We had to wrap it. We had to wrap it. We want to wish everybody a happy New Year. All the best for 2023. We will definitely be here. At All in All United. We committed to bringing content, quality content at that. So we hope that you all stay with All in All United and continue to give us the support because we can't do it without you all. We like to engage with the comments. That's how we do it here. So have a good one, fellas. Phil, Cave, have a good one, fellas. Enjoy all bringing in the new year, however you all tend to do it.
Hmm.
Those in the comments as
Be
well.
safe, y'all.
So
Yeah, be safe,
We end the
guys.
year
And
together. Let we
yes.
start the year together.
yeah, be safe, and let's do this again next
for
year.
real.
Next year, next week, and next
Yes,
month.
of course. Of course. And I just, yeah, you know.
That's just
JP,
tomorrow
blessings
in a
to
few
you, bro.
hours.
True.
Yeah. So, guys, have a good one. See you all on the next one.
Yes.